So the HG3D gimbal can make some pretty cool shots happen. So I wanted to kind of go over a few of the ways to make this gimbal work. It's a slightly complicated, but it's not overly complicated. So you just need to know kind of the steps to making it work. I've only tried this with the GH4, and it works the best with the GH4. It's recommended for the GH4. And with the 20mm pancake lens, I've actually bought a few batteries for this, and small batteries will even last quite a while. So you just put the screw in the bottom and kind of like tilt it the way it is right now and turn it on, and it will take about 30 to 45 seconds to kind of move like it just did right there, and then it'll make a really high-pitched sound, and that's normally when it's ready and stabilized to go. By stabilized, I don't mean it's like completely straight. It's just ready. It just acknowledges that the camera is ready on there, and it's good, ready to go. So panning up and down, tilting, those are fairly convenient just because the knobs are right next to it. It's really easy as well since it's right by your thumb. So as you see, the camera is just a little bit lopsided. Sometimes you just need to move it around, or actually go into the software, which I've never done. I just sort of never messed around with that, but just adjust it according to the camera and all. So the way I'm tilting it right now, it can actually, I think, go even completely upside down, and it'll still stay stabilized upwards. If you move it around really quick, it will throw it off balance, but kind of go back into balance. So just kind of show you more of a close-up shot of it. Also, something not to do, if you move the camera a little bit to the left or off the center, then it's going to begin to make this weird jittery noise and move around a lot, and kind of like this. When I move it up, it's going to start shaking, and that's because I purposely put the camera a little bit to the left and offset it, just to show you if you hear a certain like sound it makes, a vibrating sound, then you just need to know that you got to adjust it and make it work because it won't work like that. So I then just unscrew it and kind of reposition it, and just to show you that it will actually work if you properly set it. So I just try a few times to get it fixed, and it takes sometimes a little bit, but I realized that you need to actually turn the whole gimbal off after you set it. You need to turn it off and then re-stabilize it, so to speak, so then it could stop doing that noise. So normally if you keep having that sound, or that the camera or the gimbal keeps making that shaky feel, then you need to just try to stabilize the best you can, and then turn the gimbal off and turn it right back on. I'll do that in a second, and you'll see that it'll stabilize. So I just put it up, position it, and in a second, and then I'll turn it off. After I put it on, you kind of have to move the horizontal and the vertical part of the gimbal. So then I go turn it off and then stabilize it, and then when it turns on, it'll be good. One thing to note is I actually bought the red and black wire, I believe on eBay, and that was just to connect the battery to the gimbal, because I don't think it came with it, and it made it work a whole lot better when you put it onto the gimbal. And begins to work. You just need to fix the pan and tilt, and sometimes it's already offset, so it'll start pointing down right away. But once you put it on the center, or find the center, normally once you get it the first time, it'll keep stabilizing itself, and it'll work. The stand that it's on right now is my other stand that I use for my Ronin gimbal, for my bigger camera and lenses. That was definitely a little bit more expensive, but just eventually I went ahead and bought it after this one. But I use this one for some really great videos, and it works very well. Impressive piece of equipment. These are some shots that I got last year, some panning and tilting shots that turned out really good. Slow motion, 96 frames a second. It's crazy, no matter how much you move it around, it really still stays stabilized. But like I did say before, if you really knock it, and I didn't really show it in this video, or really move it quick, then it could just kind of knock it off balance and kind of unbalance it and fall. So you just have to be really careful with that. If you have any questions, just comment below, and I'd love to help you with any kind of questions you may have.